Boy, I got a video for you guys. So about 8 months ago, I shipped my Evo 8 from Hawaii to here in Las Vegas. We made some huge progress of all the 8 months that we put in work on the car. We took care of mostly all the maintenance. We did cooling system, we did fuel system. We brought the car on a dyno, made some good power. We ended up taking the car to the drags, and now I blew my motor. So let me explain a little bit about what really happened. So on the drag strip, if you guys remember watching the last video, on the second run, the check engine light flashes twice, which is a knock sound. So I kind of knew that the motor got a little hurt, and also there was like a tapping noise. After the drags, I decided to just drain the E85 and just put pump gas because I wasn't planning on beating on the car. Of course, being hard-headed, I ended up doing pulls on 91, which it doesn't really matter because I think even if it's on E85 and we turn it up, the motor was already hurt to begin with. This is actually what really happened. So me and my friends were racing in the morning before we were going to start work, and as soon as I hit fourth gear, car shut off, a whole bunch of smoke blew right in the back. And I was thinking, man, this motor is done. Ended up doing a U-turn, coasted all the way down to my job, and try to turn on the car at the same time, and it was just clicking. So I knew the motor was, I feel like the motor was seized. The first thing we ended up doing is that we took out the oil drain plug, and the first thing that came out was just coolant. Then of course oil after. But as soon as I drained all the fluid, I rotated the engine, it spun freely. The only thing that got me off guard was that there was a clunking noise when I was rotating the engine. I let the car sit all day. I took out the valve cover and I found the roller just chilling. So I ended up bore scoping on cylinder 3. Then I look at the top of the piston, I see little bit broken pieces that looks like piston rings on the piston. Now, to be honest with you guys, I'm not really disappointed. I knew for a fact something was bound to happen on this motor, especially on the condition that it already went through. And of course, I had not idea of putting a used piston on cylinder 4 last year. But the reason why I did that is because I wanted to get the car running, to just bring it over here. That way we can actually do it properly. But of course, me being so hard-headed, I wanted to run the car and see how long it would last. At the dyno, we did it like about 12 pulls. And then after the dyno, I did at least maybe about 30 pulls. I was amazed that this motor lasted a little bit long. But I'm very, very excited to start tearing this motor down. I'm not gonna drop the engine just because I don't have a cherry picker or whatnot, but what I want to do is I want to pop the head, I want to drop the oil pan, I want to take all piston and connecting rods out of the block, just to kind of just get the visual idea what the plan is, what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, I am gonna go and plan on shipping the block that we had in Maui, that 3 years just sitting over there, and get that thing built. I am very excited to get this tear down. First things first, we're gonna work everything from the top. So I'm gonna just take everything off from on the intake manifold side, just push the manifold towards the firewall, disconnecting some harnesses, radiator, intake, intercooler piping, all that stuff before we jack up the car and work everything from underneath. We definitely see something crazy right up in there in cylinder 4. That looks like piston ring to me right here. 1, 2, 3 looks dry. Yep, that don't look good. We got the exhaust manifold off, valve cover off, intake manifold pushed towards to the firewall. But this is the roller that was chilling down over here. I decided to take the cam gears off on the side. Makes it a lot more easier than just taking the whole timing cover off and whatnot. But eventually we're gonna get there. I just want to take the head off and inspect more further damages as what we already seen on some of the 4 exhaust port. So curious of how it actually looks from the valves and on the pistons and rod. Oh yeah, piston cylinder 4 is gone. All the broken pieces is all in 1, 2, and 3. Yep, that will do. I'm actually curious and scared at the same time to see what underneath looks like. Oh yeah, it's done for. This head is no good already. That piston had let go. That's for sure. Yeah, this is no good already. Yeah, the score is pretty dang bad. Yo, you busy right now?
Eating breakfast, what's up?
I pulled the head off.
And what is it?
Piston 4 like is gone. Like there isn't any.
Holy shit.
And it damaged the head too, so I would need a head.
How bad is the head?
It's pretty bad. Like it's not even. I don't think it's not even savable at this point.
Holy shit.
Yeah, cause I pulled the head off and the piston is not there. It's gone. All I see is the wrist pin and the rod. I think I just got destroyed.
Damn. So that whole thing is dust then, even the block.
Yeah, I mean at that point is like the block is like I don't care. Let me FaceTime you real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. This is how it looks like.
Holy shit.
All the broken pieces is all 1, 2, and 3. I can see you now.
No, that's just the back, that's why.
Oh, yeah, that thing is gone. I don't know how the piston.
How did it happen?
I don't know. Technically I was racing my.
Or something?
I was just racing my friend, but remember that tapping noise I was saying? I think it was because this piston was about to let go.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you can save the block, re-sleeve them.
Yeah, but I'd rather just spend the money and just ship the block from Maui at this point already.
Yeah, might as well.
Here, I'll show you the head part. It's only that one, but the rest is all good. The broken.
Still can save, bro.
This one can be safe?
Yeah.
How do you save that?
They're gonna weld machine shop. Take what's his name? Those guys can do it. That still can save. That's only on the bottom. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them down. Don't put them down the way you had it.
Yeah.
Don't lay it down that way. Try to save it, cause that still can save.
So
It's the damage on the where you put where all the there's no crack and there's nothing on where the head gasket lands.
yeah.
Yeah, those still can save.
So I just got off the phone with Norlito and he said that it is possible that this head can be saved and this area can be fixed. I'm not really too sure how much all this is gonna cost as far as repairing it. He was saying about like they can weld this area and get this thing all cleaned up, but it all depends what the cost is gonna be like. And if it's gonna cost like maybe $1,000 or $1,500, I'd rather just buy another head just to be on the safe side and just resurface the head. As of right now, I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do first, other than I'll just get a quote and get it a price from a head, find another head and see what the price is gonna look like, and we'll just kind of go from there. As you can see, this head gasket, this is a cosmetic head gasket, but you guys can see it is copper spray gasket. I did that last year. The only reason why I did that is because the machine shop in the Big Island where they didn't have availability, and it would have taken a little bit longer. Plus with the time being of what I was staying there, I wouldn't have that much time. So that's what I ended up doing. Copper sprayed it. I never had any issue. Cooling system was good, never lost coolant, never had air bubbles whatsoever. We do have another block in Maui that I'm gonna plan on shipping, so I'm not really too worried about it. The block has already been machined, bore out, so it is at 85.25 mil. I do have the JDCustoms piston here with me. OEM crankshaft has been polished. We have new ACL main bearings, thrust bearings, ARPs, main studs, Morrison oil pan with the baffle. All that was already installed from my friend Norlito when I bought the block from him 3 years ago. So he already got all that assembled. The only reason that we didn't complete it is because I did have the Eagle rods that I bought along with the JDCustoms piston, and he tried to slide the JDCustoms piston ring, the wrist pin, through the connecting rod, but it was like super tight fit. I ended up refunding the Eagle rods. I was planning on doing the Manly I-beams. I never had funds at the time, so I kind of waited out. But at least now we have a reason to ship the block here and have a fully built motor into this car and make some insane power. So I'm really, really excited about that. I'm very happy that the car's here in Vegas and not in Hawaii, because if it happened on the Big Island again, then I would have to wait for another year, of course saving money and PTO just to fly back out there and get this fixed. I want to go ahead and just put the head on top on the toolbox. I want to start disassembling the head, take out the cams, valve springs, retainers, lifters, everything off from this head. Alright guys, so we have all the parts off from the cylinder head. We got all the bolts, rollers, keepers, valve springs, lifters, cam holders, all the intake and exhaust valves. And from what I see, they look all straight. They all came out really nice. So that's a good thing. So I'm assuming that the valve guides are in good condition. But I'm going to spend a little more time on inspecting it, making sure I don't see anything weird with the guides. The HKS 272 cams is on the ground. They look like in a good shape as well. So Dom said it is repairable. I just need to drop off the head just to see what he's looking at and how much it is gonna take to repair this head and what the price is gonna be. So therefore, at least we'll just kind of go from there. If it is fixable, then we can go through repairing it. If not, we'll just have to find another cylinder head. As far as with everything else with the whole build and whatnot, I'm just gonna slowly kind of go through everything on the car, what it needs. Like for example, the oil cooler in the car, because of the motor had blew up, all the broken pieces, the material has gone into the oil, goes into the oil cooler, and also goes to the turbo. So the turbo needs to be inspected and also repaired. If anything, I might end up upgrading the turbo. Gotta replace the oil cooler, the lines, and also clean out all that broken pieces that got into the intake manifold as well. So gotta make sure we got that all cleaned up well. Whatever parts that I need just to get it upgraded, just to get it out of the way, I'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Of course, we need to get all new gaskets as well all new valve seals and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get all this parts cleaned up, organized, put away, so that way this area doesn't look like a big mess on the toolbox. Put these parts out of the way, then we can just drop the oil pan, pop all the 3 piston rods, and just kind of clean up from there. I might end up taking the manifold out of the way so we can just clean all that broken pieces out of there. And we just do a little more cleaning somewhere around over in this area. We got all the parts that is cleaned up, bagged, organized, and we're gonna go ahead and put those away. Took out the airpiece studs. I need to clean it a little bit more since it still has the lubrication on. Then I can put this in the bag. I did throw it away, the lifters, the OEM, because we're gonna replace it with some GSC zero-tick lifters. So intake manifolds out of the way, it's chilling over here. Spent some time cleaning it. You can see all these broken pistons that just came out from the manifold. And we have the oil control ring right over here, a couple of piston rings over here. There's still a little bit of pieces in there when I'm shaking around, so I need to spend more time on getting that all cleaned out. Cylinder head over here is chilling. Put the cam gear back on. All the other parts like the turbo kit, intercooler, piping, cooling system is just chilling over there. I'm really curious how it looks like once we drop the pan. there's all the broken piston sitting in the pan. Look like it took out the oil squirter too. That is mean. So we got the stock pistons out and they look like, I guess in my opinion, in good shape. Took the rod out on cylinder 4. All the rod bearings, as you can see, they have some little bit of grooves, only because all the over-timing of the shaving materials that was in the oil. And just inspecting on the crankshaft, it looks like in good condition in my opinion. There's just a little slight of a scratch. That oil squirter broke right off from over there. So I placed all the parts and hardwares in the trunk for now. We got the garage all cleaned up. Put a little bit of the engine harness on the side for now. Kind of disconnect some of the plugs over here. Cylinder head, intake manifold, extra little harness I'm just gonna leave here on the toolbox for now. This is how far I'm gonna get on the car as of for now. Now, of course, it would be an idea if I had a cherry picker, the whole motor and trans would have been out right now and then. But I just figured I'll just take certain parts off for now. Makes it a little bit a lot easier. But if I do come across with a cherry picker, or if I buy one, I'll for sure drop the trans and the engine at the same time. But that will be on the next video. You know, I'm excited to take on this big project on the Evo 8. This is one of the big opportunities that I wanted to tackle and take on this car, and I'm very excited that, you know, of course it happened, but it's not like I meant to make it happen. But at the same time, it's like, it's just a big thing for me that I'm super excited to experience, and also to do it on my car. And who even knows how far I'm gonna get into this engine bay, because I do want to clean up the bay, get it all painted, remove that foam in the back on the firewall, just to make it look all nice and clean again. I mean, that's one of the goals I want to tackle on that as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also like, comment, and hit that notification button. Aloha, I'll see you guys on the next one.